All right, my San Francisco 49ers just put up an absolutely dominating performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But good news first, Deebo Samuel obviously was carded. It is reported by Tom Pelissero that Samuel is believed to have avoided a major injury. It's his ankle, it's not his knee. So that's, again, great news for the 49ers, who, of course, looked absolutely stupendous in an absolutely massive win to maintain the first place spot in the NFC West. Miles, I know you got some things you want to talk about this game. Before I hand it over to you, 49er fans, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. Look, great news that Deebo Samuel reportedly has avoided major injury. That's huge. Give us a guy that you think was the MVP for this massive win. There's a lot of guys you could throw out there. Defense, dominant, run game, great, pass game, great. But give us the one guy who you think really stood out today. Let us know in the comment section below. But Miles, give me your thoughts out of San Francisco.
Yeah, Nick. So obviously, a big one on everyone's mind. I think we got to change the name, right? Is it Mr. Relevant now? Brock Purdy steps in, big time game. His first full start against the GOAT, the all time greatest quarterback, Tom Brady, and quite frankly, Nick, he may have forced him into retirement because they got slapped, and Brady did not look like he was having fun. He banged up his hand. He threw a couple of bad picks. You know, he just was not having a good time out there. And Brock Purdy was having a great time out there. He had a good day. He threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for another touchdown. Obviously, this offense is predicated on their running game right now, and it was phenomenal. So just overall, really great play. Obviously, the 49ers have one of the stronger defenses in the NFL right now. Dre Greenlaw was a monster day, got the interception, got 15 tackles. He's all over the field. So this was just a huge day for the 49ers. And I feel like, Nick, they're in an interesting situation now because it's pretty clear so far that Brock Purdy can run this offense and you can win with Brock Purdy behind the helms. But now you have three guys. You have your unknown in Trey Lance, the guy that he was your first round pick. He was a very high draft pick. You're not 100% sure what he can do, but in limited starting, he did not look as good as Brock Purdy has early. You got Jimmy G, you're constant, a guy that you know what you're going to get out of him. He's pretty consistent and he's pretty reliable. Then you got Brock Purdy, the new guy on the block who's come out to a hot start. So, I mean, just all that encompassed, Nick, what are your thoughts on today's game and how did Purdy look and what did you think about the 49ers?
So the 49ers, I got to give a lot of credit to Kyle Shanahan and everything he's done with that offense. And, of course, D'Amico Ryans on the defensive side, because I don't really know if it matters who plays quarterback for this team because they're so good. Like, the interesting thing with this matchup was the Bucs, led by Brady, get rid of the ball very quickly. They don't take a lot of sacks, and that, with, of course, with Bosa, is the 49ers at least come into was considered their main advantage. So the Bucs were theoretically could mitigate the 49ers' biggest advantage. Obviously not the case. The secondary and the back end did a great job covering, and with the 2 interceptions, only gave him 7 points, and it was really kind of in garbage time on that kind of fluky play. So I think the defense is so scary good. I almost think it doesn't matter who plays quarterback. But you do bring up an interesting situation. What do you do if you're the 49ers? I think that'd be, along with our MVP, I think that'd be a great question for the 49er fans. Is would do you want Jimmy G going forward? Do you want to go back to Trey Lance? Do you want to see what happens with Purdy? I mean, it's almost a good problem to have, but it's a very strange problem to have. Because, I mean, how many teams can win with three quarterbacks, potentially like the way the 49ers can? It's pretty wild. But no matter what you can say about San Francisco, though, is this team can win, and they can win big.
Yeah, and I think when you think about it, the 49ers win in every situation more or less if they make the right choice at quarterback. Because almost certainly, no matter who you choose, the other two guys are very interesting trade propositions for other teams. So if Purdy keeps doing good this season, obviously people would want to trade something for him to get a chance to see if he's the real deal. There's so much physical upside to a guy like Trey Lance and he was such a high draft pick that people would trade for him as well. And obviously, we know people would trade for Jimmy G because he's even been to a Super Bowl before. So this is a very good problem, like you said, to have. It's very interesting. It's going to be interesting to keep our finger on the matter and see how it progresses through the season. Mainly, just keep looking at Brock Purdy. Can he keep winning in this 49ers offense? Because it would be pretty cool if the 49ers have developed a system where, Nick, they are like the quarterback is like the running back of the offense. You can just like cycle quarterbacks through every 4 years. You don't have to go into a massive QB contract. It's quite an interesting situation. They have a team that pretty much anyone can get back there and win games, I feel like.